Welcome to part 1 of my chord tone improvisation video series. This set of 10 videos and exercises will focus on hearing and playing basic triad embellishments over the blues. These embellishments are what I believe to be truly the building blocks for bebop and modern improvisation. I think as you work through these exercises from week to week, you'll start to notice some big changes in how you hear and play over the blues and other standard progressions. All the PDFs for these exercises are available on my website at tjjazzpiano.com. Please let me know if you have any questions by emailing me on tjjazzpiano.com or leaving a comment below. Let's get to the first lesson. Let's first start by looking at the basic major triad. In the key of C, we have the first, third, and fifth notes of the C major scale that make up a C major chord. This basic triad is the foundation for chords like C major 7 or C7. It can also be used as the extension of other chords. For example, if you put a C major chord over an A, you get A minor 7. If you put a C major chord over F, you would get the sound of an F major 9. So you can see why knowing this basic chord can be really helpful when trying to improvise over the blues and standard changes. Now the exercises we're going to look at here have to do with embellishing these very basic chords. So the first thing we're going to look at when embellishing these basic triads is approaching each note of the chord by a half step. So we're going to start off by approaching each chord tone, the root, third, and fifth of the major triad, by a half step below. In the key of F, it would sound like this. Half step below, half step below the third, half step below the fifth, back to the root, an octave above where we started. We can do the same types of embellishments with our minor chord counterparts. So for C minor, or a C major chord with a flat third, we can embellish each chord tone, the root, third, and fifth, by approaching each chord tone by a half step below. So now we're going to take a look at how we begin to internalize these sounds. So when we're improvising with these ideas, we can really hear the notes before we play them. The first step is simply to play through the exercise in all 12 keys for both the major and minor chords. Now I like to set my metronome at a very slow tempo so I know that I'm really internalizing these ideas and not just playing through them mindlessly. So I've got my metronome set up here and I've got us on a tempo of 40 beats per minute. I'll just play through a couple chords for both the minor and major progressions. And we're taking these chords around the circle of fourths. C major, F, B flat, E flat, and continue all the way around the circle of fourths till you reach C again. Here's what it sounds like in minor. Make sure you're able to comfortably play through all of these chords before moving on to the next step. The next step is to sing along and match pitch as best as possible to what you're playing. So let's run these through a couple changes again. And feel free to give yourself a starting pitch. You'll notice occasionally I have to switch the octave I'm singing in. And you don't necessarily have to keep the pitch you're singing in the same octave with the notes you're playing on piano. It's more about just hearing the pitch. Let's hear how this sounds in minor. The next step is to sing the notes while mimicking the action of actually playing the notes on the piano. And what this does is create an extremely strong connection between the aural, or the hearing of the note in your head, and the physical action of playing the notes. Let me demonstrate for you. Da, 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 da. And now in minor. Da, 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 da. The last step is being able to sing through this exercise independently of your instrument. Now, being able to do this means that you can practice anywhere. On the way to a gig, waiting for the bus, at the airport. It really frees up our options for people that are busy and just don't have the time to sit down and practice every day. So here's what it sounds like over major. Da, 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 da. And now in minor. Da, 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 da. Please leave a comment below or send me an email via my website if you have any questions about these exercises. Remember to work through them very slow, as it can take weeks to many months to be able to fully internalize these ideas. Thanks for watching.